Hi, everybody. This is Joshna Maharaj. I'm a chef and activist and author in Toronto. I'm really excited to be here with you today, and I have brought a friend along. Welcome, Rossy Earle. Hi, Rossy. Rossy's a chef here in Toronto as well, and she makes a killer potato salad. So we are here today. We each have our own version of a potato salad that we think is actually the best. And these are things we want to show you so that you can all get excited about cooking these for a Canada Day barbecue. So, Rossy, welcome.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about your potato salad. What's the vibe on this potato salad?
Okay, so normally I will make my mom's potato salad, which is the one we make in Panama with, the mustard and the mayonnaise, like the American style kind of thing, with chopped egg and a little bit of celery, some onions, and so on. But as I was saying before, years ago, I had some brown butter.
Right.
I was actually making mayonnaise, and I did happen to have some brown butter, and I was just like, oh, I wonder. So I was a little short on oil. So I'm like, I wonder if I could just put some brown butter in it. I mean, brown butter is good on everything.
It's always delicious. Exactly.
So I made this mayonnaise. And it was a little runny at first, but I think once the butter kind of solidifies a little bit, it just makes it a little bit creamier. So if you add the warm brown butter to the cold or warm potatoes, it actually will absorb it and then get kind of congeals a little bit. So it gives you that nice kind of coating around the potatoes.
Oh, this is dirty. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the potato drinks the butter in a little bit is what you're saying.
Exactly. So it's like, muy bueno.
I am making my very favorite and famous buttermilk herb potato salad. I roast my potatoes.
Nice.
Easier than handling the boiling and all of that, the peeling and all of that. I roast them. Plus, I kind of like a little brown edge. A little brown edge inside that buttermilk. And so it's like a creamy buttermilk dressing with, I have yogurt, creme fraiche, and mayonnaise.
Delicious.
Right?
All those things.
Right? Dijon mustard. And then I have herbs from my produce box, some chives from my editor's garden. And then you're going to love this, Ro. Look at these. These are garlic scapes.
Oh my gosh. I love
They're garlic scapes, but these ones came from the roof at Ryerson.
Oh my God.
So what's your first move?
So I always, boil my potatoes, and these have cooled down a little bit now. But really easy to just get all the skin off and then cut them into the shapes you want. So I like to just sort of roughly cut them, and then you end up with sort of like diced pieces. Oh, I'm dropping some kind of diced pieces.
Nice.
Some tiny pieces with giant pieces. Just something kind of consistently around the same neighborhood, right?
Amazing. I have blatantly left the skins on my roasted potatoes. And really, the skin, there's lots of nutrition there. And the roasting, it doesn't matter. So off we go. I've roasted just sunflower oil, salt, and pepper. Nice and easy, everybody. So I'm going to dive in to vinaigrette over here because I have a bit of a jungle juice of things. Ordinarily, it would be buttermilk and a bit of sour cream or mayo. What I have is yogurt, creme fraiche, and mayonnaise, right? And so the yogurt helps with a bit of the sourness and acidity, and mayonnaise helps with the smoothness. So we can get everybody in it together, right? It does it in richness, right?
I like to put a little bit of, just a tiny bit of lemon or vinegar into my potato salad as well, just for that brightness, springs. Because I was making a brown butter in mine, like I said, I tossed some in my potatoes, but I also then made my own mayonnaise because I wanted to add that on. But if you wanted to, you could actually make this with store-bought mayonnaise and just add brown butter to it. So if I show you here, we have like the potatoes are just coated with the
that looks really nice.
Yeah, so it looks just plain potatoes, that they have a nice gloss from the brown butter. Oh my God, they smell so good. So you are cooking the butter, low temperature, the water evaporates from it, and all those milk solids are separate from the fat. go to the bottom, and they start browning very, very slowly. So that's what gives it that really beautiful kind of caramelized, nutty and slightly sweet taste to it. I mean, this doesn't look very pretty, but like, oh, I have my tiny bit of mayonnaise here that I made with the brown butter. I like to put, like I said, I put the brown butter in here. So I toss that up so they'll be nice and soaked in. I also like to mix my wet mixture in one bowl first.
You and me both, sir.
Add everything to them, because then you end up with like big chunks of mustard or big chunks of like
aggressively no, it's not a good soup.
I'm adding a little bit of this beautiful Coslicks mustard.
Oh, you have Coslicks mustard.
I do. So I'm gonna add a little bit to my mayonnaise, and then give it a little stir. It already has salt and pepper, but I actually use this like cracked butcher black pepper, because you get the tiny little specks of it.
So I have creme fraiche, yogurt, mayo, juice of half a lemon, salt and pepper, and this is my vibe here. Very similar look, I think.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
We got going on.
So mine is just a little less, because there's already so much brown butter in the potatoes. So let's not get crazy here. There's already like all this cholesterol with the eggs.
You don't need to like send people directly to the emergency room.
Yeah, we want like people to enjoy this potato salad. We don't want to send anybody to the hospital. So
like, listen, audience, let's take a moment, audience. If you have just heard us give you some advice about not going crazy with rich, fatty stuff, and we are two women who really appreciate those things, so take this advice. Because this potato salad can get too much, and then you just all like, oh, I can't go near it. I can't, no. Kill your buzz. So take our advice on this. Be restrained.
That's not the only kind of gift you want to give yourself later on. Like stomach ache, all that fat. No, no gracias.
So Rosie, while I'm chopping herbs, what are you doing?
So right now, like I said, I put my brown butter in my potatoes, let them soak all that flavor in. I made my mayonnaise with my brown butter, and I have some very fine chopped onions that I'm going to add into my potato mixture now. Just a little bit. It's always easier to add more later. I actually have my onions, my green onions, split into the white and light green and into the dark green. Of course I do, because I will mix the light green into the potatoes now with the other onion and mix all that in really well. And then I'll use the beautiful darker green tops later as a garnish.
Okay, so while you are doing your chopping, I want to pull you into conversation about Action Against Hunger and our lovely friends over there. Usually when I am talking about issues like this, my focus is always about local stuff, right? It's about Toronto, it's about our neighborhoods, about this city. But I also stop for a moment and really have to think about the fact that hunger pervades the planet, right? And as much as taking care of our fellow Canadians and Torontonians, there are people across this planet, right? Almost 1 billion of this 7 billion of us do not have enough good food to eat, right? And it just like, I don't get it. I don't understand, because it's like 1 billion of us don't have secure access to stay alive, essentially. Exactly. Right? Like, that's really what we're talking about here, right? And if I don't know, I always say that we can't be too proud of our technological advancements, right? We all walk around with computers in our pockets, but we still haven't figured out how to make sure everybody on this planet gets a good meal every day. Yeah. It's ridiculous, right?
And the thing is that it's not about food insecurity in the sense of that there isn't enough food in the world. It's about getting food, like getting
totally.
Food to people. There are farms. There's all kinds of avenues for it. It's just about getting the food to the people.
It's not a production issue. It's a distribution.
No. The world is full of production. We
have plenty of food. Exactly.
All over the world.
And so our friends at Action Against Hunger are doing work to support 44 countries and anti-hunger work in 44 countries. Because as you can imagine, the pandemic has really just augmented everything, right? People who were sort of hanging on the edge around food security have now slid completely into it. with a really indefinite notion of when this might stop. All right, I'm gonna pull your attention back to the chopping. So I got my garlic scapes, these beautiful green glorious things. This is the time of year. Green garlic is another name for this, and it is potent. So friends, when you are doing your chopping, you want little tiny bits because it is strong. Okay, so here, this is my look, right? I got a real big pile of greens involved here. I'm about to stir, but I want you to see it before I stir.
Very nice.
Greens. I'm very excited about this. My potatoes, like yours, have been sitting in the vinaigrette a little bit just to drink all that goodness in. So now we're going to do one final stir.
So mine, I have a smaller batch in here, but mine have the brown butters all being folded in there with the mayonnaise. I have some scallions, I have parsley, and I have a little bit of onions and the scapes. And I like to add a little bit of chopped hard-boiled egg to mine.
Oh, last minute remix. Very nice. It's like hanging out with an old friend. You and the salad.
Come to mama. That is ridiculously good.
It's perfect. It is perfect and delicious.
So
delicious. So what have you got over there?
We got our nice potato salad. We have some beautiful egg slices on and some radishes and a little bit of garlic scapes around. And there's, like the radish rounds on it. But yeah.
Oh my God, it's so sweet.
Who says a potato salad has to be pedestrian? It can look really nice and pretty.
Absolutely. Potato salad should be enticing. I love it. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
We have you. Hopefully you've been cooking along with us. If not, you're going to get super inspired by watching this, and you're going to make it at home in your own kitchens. We will have ingredient lists and directions for you to pull the magic off. But please remember, recipes are just one person's idea of how a thing should be. Have some fun. We've given you 2 different approaches. Whatever you've got in your kid, this is a great time. Herby things, crunchy, pickly, vegetable-y things. Please have a good time with it. Just take the time to do the chopping. My darling Rosie, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for that dreamy potato salad. I cannot wait to eat some. And thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining us. Get cooking. Make something on a barbecue. Share it with somebody at a safe distance. And really get yourself connected to the goodness that's coming out of our land right now. Happy cooking, everybody. And happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.